Hello, 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 hello. Story time. Hello, how are we getting on? Welcome to the stream. I hope you are all well. It is Thursday. It's near the end of the week. Yeah, you get to enjoy yourself for a nice stream, get some hobby done, have one more day of work potentially, and then are off for potentially a bank holiday if you're Irish, or I don't know where the bank holidays are. So yeah, it's all gonna be good. It's gonna be fine. YouTube, we have a Mauser Man. I'm painting my Death Guard too. The strongest of strong choices. Nigel Tweedy Bits. I'm newly to all things GW. Not bad for 61. Our Death Guard, the plague types. Yes, the Death Guard are the plague dudes. The ones that follow the god Nurgle and are all decayed and gross looking, but they're really happy about it. So it's kind of thing. Sorry, was that the worst question ever? Nope, there's no worst question ever. Well, there is. Some people have really stupid questions, but that wasn't one of them. That's fine. Their faction name doesn't reveal much of what it's true. I've just bought some Krieg guards. Looking forward to painting them. Krieg are amazing. They are the army I have maybe the most painted. No, Tyranids. And then, no, maybe Krieg these days, actually. Maybe the Krieg is the army I have that's the biggest, most painted stuff. Over on the old Twitcheroo. Ashley Gibson is here. Hello. Desolate7 is here. We also have Death Notice showing up with a happy little emote there. First time chatter, thanks for getting involved. Appreciate you dropping by. Axelon Waves. May the lords of paint and washes bless the nerd on this eve. May the showcase be grand and the future be grander. I fly back tomorrow en route back from Cavan. Having seen a friend, I'll be packing my bag with the goodies I've collected tonight. Oh dear. If I don't talk to you beforehand, just so I don't forget, good luck on your flight home. I hope all goes well, no delays. Your in-flight meal is good. You managed to get some nice sleep, good movies, and you get home and you're happy and you've had a great time. Condolences on having to go to Cavan. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, it was fine seeing Cabra my friend. They are building on their meant to go to the wedding, but missed it due to times. Ah. Good evening, Contemplating Adventures here, Shipboats here, White Wolf, Lord Ralron. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so on the last stream, I was doing some construction work, and this is what I basically got built. I jump over to live scene, zoom out just a wee bit so we know what the hell's going on. So I built the big lawnmower drone thingy. Very cool piece. So I'm very much looking forward to getting some paint on that boy. And then I got the Terminators built. Actually, I got 4 of them built, but after the stream, I did finish building the last one, and I got them all sprayed up and ready to apply some paint. So I'm trying to decide what to put paint on right now. I think I just want to get like an individual piece and just work on this drone for the evening. Obviously, we have got a showcase happening at 9 o'clock. For any of you fine people out there who don't know how the showcase works, we have a Twitch thread for the monthly showcase on the Discord. The Discord is available for all channel members, all Patreon members, and all followers on the old Twitcheroo. Yeah, every month, well, usually it's the last Thursday of every month, but we made a mess of it this time. We go through the last month and we show off some cool hobby that you guys have been working on, and yeah, it's just a kind of a celebration of what hobby we've all gotten done in the last 30 days or whatever. It's one of my favorite streams of the month, and I really enjoy it. So yeah, don't forget you have until 9 o'clock to submit any cool hobby you want to share in that particular thread, room, folder, GIF, I don't know, technology. Really Wins is the best cult legion army, no contest. Absolutely agree, buddy. I love your content in these crazy times. A bit of normalcy and a perfect world. Am I the normalcy? Is my content just normal? Is that what's happening? Is it because I don't like review the top 10 foot creams from Temu you can use in your hobby as a video idea? Is that why you like my videos? I don't get home till Saturday morning time. How come Nurgle Bloat Run Mated with a hellflyer. I love it. Oh yeah. Time for some energy. Oh. Gonna let you in a little secret. I'm still very much kind of cleaning and organizing and trying to sort out the hobby space a little bit better. So this wall of stuff is not just for a pretty backdrop, it's actually just to hide the colossal mess that's behind it. So just so we're all on the same page, we know what's going on. The desk is wrecked, so there's just some stuff to block the view. Good evening, glad to catch a stream. I hope you are doing well, sir. A man like bees. I am doing well, and I'm going to be painting a little Nurgle lad. So yeah, that was a very satisfying amount of turns right there. Oh, he's so perfectly weighted. Look at this. What are the odds? That was planned that way, I'm telling you. They definitely thought about the weight of the base and everything for this. Woo! Well, that's the end of this stream, guys. And did you just shove everything to one side with a giant push? Yes. To do my intro yesterday, yes. We just thought you were saying, behold, my stuff. Yeah. No. My stuff is everywhere. Andy with the casual hobby flex. I don't even know if there was a lot of hobby back there. There's definitely something you weren't supposed to see, so don't go back and clip that. Yeah, it's not okay. This is not okay. You're not okay. So I'm just going to get cracking. I'm just going to start pulling out colors and applying them to said drone and try and figure out where, what, why, and when, and all that jazz. And I'm going to start with a bit of Plague Bear Flesh and apply that to some of the armor panels, and then kind of work around from there and try and figure it all out. Should be fun. I'll come over this weekend to do some shopping. Yeah, I bet you would. Andy, have fun with his war dolly always. Always. Always look on the bright side of life. I burped as I was singing that. I'm so sorry. Okay, a little bit of Plague Bear Flesh. Never hurt anybody. So let us start applying this to the armor panels. Oh yeah, loving it. What is that piece? Can you contrast on flat areas? Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can. Probably should put on a bit of music for the stream. Something to keep the beats up. Keep me focused, and hopefully I don't ignore a chat again while I'm focusing on painting. After I finish putting green on this big flat panel here, I will put on some tunes. Oh, look at this big tentacle tone. He's going to be so cool to paint the like crazy face bit on this. I don't know if the lawnmower is even a good choice in the game. I just like the look of it. That contrast coat. What it did. One coat of Plague Bear Flesh. Incredible. No mistakes. Hustle, but yeah. Happy little accidents. I might have made a mistake. I ended up signing up for a 3 Old World events 3 weekends in a row this month. Old World May for me. That's not a bad thing at all. You're winning at Old World. I respect that just immensely. Okay, let's put on this. Love it. It's a clever idea. Hello, friends on internet. Hello, sir. How are you? Your model looks like a septic tank backed up. No, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. Tomb Kings, I tried demons for a year and have now decided to start my villain arc. Wait. How are demons not a villain arc? What? I'm confused. Oh yes. Yeah, the smelly combine fly. Yeah. It is any bloated. Yeah. How did you find demons? Tomb Kings are only bad because they got woken up from there. It's true. It's true. Oh, yawning. Apologies. There's no way to start a stream. I'll be yawning through all of your showcases. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I think it's amazing. Yeah, it's very riveting. Yeah, okay. Next. It's not very professional of me there. Boom, 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 boom. Are the turbine casings in green or are the turbine casings a metallic color? I'm gonna do everything else that's meant to be green, block all those bits in, and then decide whether it's enough. Yeah. Oh god. No, I'm savoring the can. I'm not gonna chug the whole thing. How dare you? So this is a... an armory bit I'm gonna do in the Nurgle colors, because why not? What did I just miss there? Somebody just followed? Avo HKLI has followed. Thanks so much for following. Very much appreciated. Welcome on in. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to the stream, where I do my best to paint, whilst chat does its best work to try and stop me. But they can't do it. I'm too powerful. Oh, yes. Oh, there's a big bit under there as well. Look at that. Really missed that armor panel. That would have been a nightmare. I found more and more and more Death Guard sprues whilst I was organizing and stuff. I have to get everything built and just like lay it all out and see how big the army actually is. Which of course immediately discouraged me from painting it because it's just too much. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe that's a terrible idea. Felragun just subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Subscribe for 3 months. Hello, all. Happy hobbying. Wait, Chef Mediocre, to be honest. Wait, what? Corner's rough because they have one trick and they don't do that one trick very well. It's true. Can't wait till I get my Death Guard before. How do you stumble upon... Oh, how did you stumble upon adding yellow to your Death Guard? I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember how I did that. Probably some fever dream. Here's the problem with contrast. Remember the whole thing we talked about like it's after reactivating the color that's underneath. So the Death Guard green is going at the wrong color. Just have to move to a different compartment. I was like, why is this dark? Oh. Let's try that again. That's better. That looks more contrast, Plague Bear Flesh. And that's what we want. If this wasn't Nurgle, that would be a bigger deal, but with this it's just like a little bit of variation in tone, adding greens and stuff, or browns to the green. It won't change a damn thing. Do we think that's enough green, or do we think that those turbine casings should be green as well? What are they on the box? Oh, they are green. They're supposed to be green. Yeah, they know balance of color better than I do. That makes way more sense. So what are all of you fine people working on this evening for tonight's stream? Any cool hobby? Any projects on the go? Anything you're struggling with? You missed a redeem. Which redeem? Oh, show and tell. You downing your energy drink? Oh, you're such a jerk. There's not actually a lot left in the can, so why not? You're welcome. You gotta love it. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, green is definitely the right choice. 100% great choice. What am I missing? What do you think of Squidmar Miniatures' new video about Slap Chop and their thoughts on contrast paint? If you haven't, I haven't seen it. I seen that it was live like 10 seconds before this stream started. Like when I was clicking on to find music, I saw the video. So I haven't watched it yet. But I definitely will check it out. I should do that for my Dark Angels once I finish those Wraith Lords. Just paint Dark Angels till October. Or till October. Just binge paint my Void. Yeah, all ink by Darkness with yeah. Are you going to try and get yourself one of the big drones from Forge World? I have a file for it. I don't even know if it's available anymore. Trolls! More bloody bald-headed freaks! Currently building some more 1,000 Suns Terminators. Nice. Jeans to the Colts. Fred, I'm not painting, just playing XCOM 2. Solid choice. Oracle of Abyss. First time chatter. Hello there. Hello. Thank you for jumping in and joining us. I'll be finishing off a box of Sisters, a bottle I got while I'm here. Once I get back to the hotel. Nice. Still on debut. Thanks for joining. Sorry for the bad time if you just joined and he did that. What did I do? What? Don't apologize for me. We're all friends here. If I need a burp, I'll burp. Nobody minds. Painting Primaris Dark Angels in their Heresy colors. Interesting. Lovely stuff. Do a little bit of vomity green. Working on some Goblin Fanatics for my Squigtonian army. I love everything about the kind of the sentence you just put in. Struggling with trying to choose which contrast paints to use over a bright white / pink base for my Death Guard, various skin and tendril. Volupus pink is what I use for the tendrils and stuff. Building a Demon Prince for 40k. Not sure if I'll be Iron Warriors or World Eaters yet. You kind of need to decide that because the new Plastic Demon Prince gives you cornate heads and weapons and stuff. So, has been nice, but I'm looking for quick variety. Doomfire Magenta is a good color. Once again, I keep forgetting to use those new ones. They're the second wave of contrast stuff, and they're not in my brain yet. Once again, thanks for Morty painting guide. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed painting him. It was nice to get one painted up. And I was happy with the results, so everything I've done for my Death Guard so far, which I know is only a character, Mortarian, and 7 Death Guard, but even that small little collection of models on my shelf is inspiring for me because I like the result of everything, so I want to add more to it. Oh yeah. All Dark Angel curries, like Jesus Christ. Nice Warhammer fans. I admit I'm not big into figure painting stuff. Do little space, but I have a few Primarks. Jeez, that's going in at the deep end right there. tier 1 3 months in advance. Thank you so much. That's very kind. I can relate to Space Wolves. Don't think I've ever painted one. You don't think you've ever painted a Space Wolf? Even in your Death Watch Force? Okay, oh no, we should do that canister in green too, should we? Yeah. That'll balance out the back a little bit better. And then we're done with the green, I think. That's about the right amount of green. Yeah, that's a nice balance. I'm happy with that. Oh my god, I have painted a Space Wolf in my Death Watch. I am frightened that you knew that before I did. I know everything. It's that thing I talked about. It's a really weird thing that was like I really do have a shocking memory. Genuinely, it's really bad. So like, I've worked in the store for 15 years. I wouldn't remember people's names ever, man. Names are just so bad. It's just a really bad thing. But if you told me what you came, like if you came in, I'd be like, oh my god, how's that Space Wolf army you're doing coming along? Last time we were in, we talked about this building this conversion, or you were going to try this paint out. How did it go? But then he could be like, what's my name? Like, I don't know, Jimmy, Jojo, who knows? We are a go for contrasts. Nice. What did you pick? I'm building these lovely avatars of war plastic slayers, and they're really nice, but I need to be a bit more specific about what bits you use for what models. Then oh yeah. I can get a little bit iffy. So, is this going to be all disgusting skin? Is that what the bloaty back bit is? I think so. So, okay, let's break out some Gulliman flesh and get started. Fire Slayer flesh, how dare you. Why must you hide from me? That's Darko. Yeah, what are you? You're Nazdrag. That's not. There we go. Jimmy, Jojo, who knows? Did have a lovely Space Wolf. He did. Howdy. Stooge, how are you, sir? What's going on? I hope you are all very well. This is the horrid brush that I'm using for base coating this model. Look at the state of this. It's just awful. And it is a small artificer layer. What have I done to this brush? Currently, I have a Lehman Russ, Reboot, Guilliman, Vulcan, Sanguinius, and currently working on Korax. That is a lot of Primarks. Which one has been your favorite so far, and why is it Rogel Dorn, even though you don't have him yet? Perfection. The measure of a craftsman is the meticulously... Yeah, nah. Just... Grant. Only tools a hammer if you swing it hard enough. Excuse me. Good evening, Kabrinsky. Sorry for the lateness. It is okay. Have you painted Joseph Bugman before? I own every iteration of Joseph Bugman and have yet to paint any of them. So that's on me. I really do need to. Oh yes, getting some color on there now. Do you mean the pony cart? Yeah, pony cart isn't actually Joseph Bugman. An artificer layer brush and a normal layer brush. About $20. It's made from different hair. It's a finer brush. It's a Series 7 Sable, Kalinsky Sable brush. That's where they buy the artificer ones from though. So they're like really high quality brushes. Not needed, not necessary. I got the Kill Team starter box and was thinking the Death Guard might be fun models for my eldest to try and paint stuff for the table for the first time. I could simplify your guide a little bit for them. Yeah, I think the Death Guard are a very forgiving force as a first army. If he makes mistakes or it's outside the lines a little bit, it don't really matter. And I think the guide I did is fairly simplistic. I think he can, like, if he sat down with those models and that selection of paints, he would get to something that's relatively the same as what I did. And I think he'd be quite proud of them. So I think it's a great idea. Laura won't be joining us this evening. She has a 1-game suspension for talking about trains too much on the last stream, so she has to sit on the bench for this one. Lol. But you can't buy Bugman at Warhammer World, can you? Or is he a special? Yeah, he's special there. There's 3 versions of Joseph Bugman, and it depicts him throughout an evening. So there's one with him at the start of the evening, where he's just like chilling and he's drinking. Then it cuts to the second part of the evening where there's a special one where someone's knocked down his drink. So he's charging forward, and in his hand is a bar stool, and like he's on a scenic base with his pint spilled on the ground. And if you want to use him in normal games, they do give you an alternate piece to not use a bar stool and have an axe. And then the third version of him is him like slumped against a barrel, super drunk at the end, like smoking a pipe. So it tells like a little story of like what it's like to go on a night out with Joseph Bugman. So the 3 models are available at Warhammer World, or they were the last time I was there. That's part of their like the swag from Warhammer World. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, definitely more skin. I can already tell that I'm really going to enjoy the process of painting this. I'm going to get to that annoying bit in a little while where I have to base coat in all the metallics, and I really dislike that stage of painting. It's my least favorite part. But once that's out of the way and the model is shaded, the layering I think is going to be a lot of fun, and I feel like I'm going to be really happy with the result of this thing when it's done. It's just such a cool thing, so unique. So basically, just like a night out with yourself. Well, no. I'm good. God forbid a girl has hobbies. Yeah. I got one where he's pushed against 2 barrels. Ah, yes, you're definitely a Scotsman. I need to get that hopefully to the old world Turnian Skull double. Yeah, we'll take my dwarves. Hydrate. But you made me down my energy drink. Guess I'll just open my second energy drink. Dad subscribed for 35 months. 35. That's 1, 2, 3, 5 months. It's a lot of months. Oh. Well, that's the stuff. That's the stuff now. So all the skin done? With the skin kind of base coated in, I noticed that these armor panels above the top of the arms here, so I'm going to hit them with some green now. Definitely the right choice. What's the center of his face meant to be? Oh, it's skin. He's got skin stapled across it. How delightful. I don't know whether the goop between... no, we'll do that for a different color. Exactly like a night out with you, except you stuff straws up your nose. You know, when you say something like that, you make it sound like I have a cocaine habit, buddy. Just for the record, I do not have a cocaine habit, but thanks, Shabby. Each Primark provides a challenge. I tried painting myself, but I admit that sanguineous. I got help. As I said, I am more of a lower kind of girl. I get that. They're terrifying models. Or at least they seem terrifying models. I've painted quite a few of them now. They've all had their own challenges, like you said. But they're a lot of fun. Just imagine Bigfoot riding the train on Halloween with an army of kittens. I think she just exploded. When I was at Warhammer World last, I got these exclusive John Blanche art books that are super sick. Yeah. Yeah. I have the Space Marine Man version of those. What's his name? Not John Blanche. The other one. The other artist. You're far too sleepy to have a cocaine habit. Yeah, it's true. Did not think. Yeah. Imagine trying to sustain a cocaine habit with your Warhammer habit at the same time. Ain't nobody can afford that. I'd look at the machinist after a week. Ugh. Jeff Goodwin. Yes. Kind of. Jez Goodwin. Jeff Goodwin is. Did you miss Jeff Goldblum and Jeff Goodwin together? I think you did, buddy. Okay, is there any more bits that are supposed to be skin? I don't think so. I think we're happy enough with that kind of goop. Now, all of those piping and cables, they're supposed to be a color, I'm sure. I'm very black. Yeah, lots of black. Okay, we'll do black. We'll do some Volupus pink for like tongue parts. Skeleton Horde for teeth, and then I think we're on to stupid metallics. I might have to upgrade my brush for the next bit. For the next bit. For my next trick. So you know the way I talk about my Death Guard army, I talked specifically about using the old Games Workshop glaze that is no longer produced as part of it to tint the green armor and stuff like that, and I found an alternative. Well, who needs an alternative when you find 4 full pots of yellow glaze in your paint cases? So that should do my Death Guard army right there. That's the good stuff. Oh, yes. Okay, now some of these pipes are split, so I have to be quite careful with them. I can do some horrible goop coming out of split pipes. I must be careful. What time is it? Need to be careful and keep an eye on that showcase. Some of these pipes are definitely supposed to have all skin on them. Shiza. It's okay, we'll very quickly coat them all in skin and then we can go back in with the bits that are supposed to be black because it'll cover over no problem. There's no problem. Nobody panic. See, there's these kind of piping here, which is supposed to be like skin here and here, and then obviously the ribby bit is meant to be black. So, but if I just do them all in skin, I can just go back over with black, no problem. Nobody panic. Everybody relax. Nobody freak out. The heat is not getting to me. That's a horrible comment. The inventor of Warhammer? Yes. My friend showed me a Chaos Gods and Damned. These big figures with a lot of detail that would me forever to paint. Yeah. They're always a bit of fun. Airbrush is your friend. It's not needed. I've always tempted to spend £100 on the old books in Warhammer World. Never quite pulled it. Yeah, I keep meaning to do that as well. Buying like the first edition, like the Rogue Trader book. I never do it, but every time I go, I tell myself I should. Even for work, they'd make a great like thing to have for some content down the road. Doing it that way gives you skin in the game. Sure. Was you had? I figure you almost give up. Wait, what? Was you had any figure you almost give up paint? Oh, was there any models that I gave up painting? Yes. The new Gua here from Lord of the Rings. That model beat me. Beat me not too long ago. It was like a year or two ago. It just wasn't turning out the way I wanted it to. And it was such a simple thing. It was just a bloody big bird, but bloody big bird that just kicked my ass. Very upsetting. But other than that, no, not a lot. I tend to be able to figure out schemes and ways. Like, I get a little bit overwhelmed at the beginning sometimes. You know, you're looking at a model and being like, what the fudge am I supposed to do here? Fulgrim is one of them. But I figure it out. I don't know, ignorantly push through until I have something that vaguely looks like it's supposed to. But there's always doubt. That's what I mean by you need to go back in with the black, then hit the right sections and leave the skin behind, even when it's still wet. Who needs to know? Don't tell on me. Start basing now. If the tenure is present, your base is automatically 2 times better. Wait, what? With the dwarf's hand, yes. Would it be 2 if I painted all gold? Nah, you do what you want, buddy. I need to glaze next time we even elemental. Got a good recipe for puss for the Nurgle lads. I just like Nurgle's rot and stuff like that. Although I've kind of been pushed away from Nurgle's rot and just going for kind of like more cartoony, just like some bright toxic greens and going in and layering them. Maybe adding a little bit of hard coat at the end for them to shine. Or glisten, I guess would be the right word. Yeah. Still struggling with the underneath all these bloody cables. Boom, 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 boom. Tune. So I'm currently on the, I think, 4th Minkalesque book now out of the 6 that are currently available. Very much enjoying it. Trying to get all these cables is a pain. Maybe this is why some people would have left the whole drill assembly bit off the front of this model before painting. But I am not such an intelligent person, so I just glued it all on. I've somehow ended up with 15 Death Guard Terminators and 6 of the other Terminators, the Death Shrouds. Plus there's a bunch of Terminator characters, so you could do like a gnarly like boarding patrol force. All of the tentacle cabley bits. Screw you, get black. Are they all blocked in now? They seem to be. Can we now move around the rest of the model doing that? They're at the park where Arcadia fell. Oof. This is one meant to kind of. That is one mean contraption on the mini. Yeah. I don't even know what it does. I haven't looked it up, so hopefully it's cool. Going to need some more black contrast. For all the other cablings. Yeah, imagine this thing just hearing that sound of like the whirring blades. It just trundles down like a trench line at you or something. It's like, no. Damn it, I wasn't finished with this skin. Bloody hell. Bloody Nora. feeling bizarrely under pressure with this thing because we have to go and do the reveal now in 5 minutes, or the showcase in 5 minutes. Why am I rushing though? I've got all the time I want afterwards. Just relax, Andy. Relax. Strength, 10 strength, 7, AP minus 1, damage 2. So 10 attack, strength 7, AP minus 1, damage 2. 4 up save, Marines, average, strength 10, 5 hits, strength 7, 3s, 3 wounds. 2 get through 2 Marines dead a turn, that's not great. Many entries for the showcase. I have no idea. Oh, there are many entries. Make sure you start on time. Okay, I'll start now. I've gotten to a natural-ish stopping point as we are now at. So I've got the green on and the skin on and the black on for all the cabling and pipework that dangles underneath them and stuff. I need to do all the bone bits, including all of the horns, the goopy bits between the horns. All of the horrible tongues and stuff have to get done with Volupus Pink. Metallics, wash, and then actually layer it up. So, sure, look, it's going to be a fun old thing. So, once again, I do need to apologize in advance. It's just I don't have enough screens for what we're about to do. And on the page that I look, my Streamlag desktop, I have to choose which is like the primary. So for me, I think it's Twitch. Twitch is the primary, which means that I see Twitch chat there. Now I've popped out windows for YouTube chat and stuff here, but I have to cover that with the showcase. So YouTube comments I will not be able to see until the end of this showcase. So I know that's a little annoying, a little bit horrible. So if any of you find people are watching from YouTube and you want to jump across onto Twitch so I can see your comments, please do that now. Yeah, we'll figure it out from there. When faced with a model you've no clue how to paint, watch a few videos on how everyone else is painting it and then use that. I do that. I don't watch painting videos. I just Google image search, almost like a mental Pinterest board. This is the music for Farsight's training montage, maybe. It's a flesh mower. It mows flesh. Fair. Beastman and Death Guard are the best / worst. Weapon names. Mangelder. Yeah. Hello, Mediocre and chat. Hello, Alex Jensen. So you're giving the Heretic some love. Regards from Denmark. Alex. Yes, I'm giving the Death Guard another. Like I said, I've already done a few little pieces for the army. It's kind of growing into a little collection with a squad, a character, and a Primark done. So I'm going to add a little tank, and then I'll maybe add some Terminators, because I've made some Terminators ready. And then I will probably do another squad after all that. I won't ignore you guys, don't worry. So Laura will be in charge of the YouTube chat and make sure that we don't miss anything. Okay, let us find the Twitch showcase thread, and I need to find that where the X's put in last time. Am I awful? Oh my god, I'm awful. I forgot to put the X in again. I think that's the 417, 17, 4, 417. Ooh, shiza. We did all these, didn't we? I think so. Yeah, 21, 4. Yeah. yeah, I always enjoy showcase time too, as long as I can find where it is. Are we in the 4th or 5th month of the year? What are we? What did we just finish up? January, February, March, April. We did just finish up the 4th. So we need to find all of the posts that are in the 4th month. That's what I need to do. That's how we're gonna figure this out, right? Right? Am I right or am I wrong? 9-4 is the start. Thank you. Hey, they're mine. Oh, I did. The X's are indeed done because Laura did them. Because yes. Okay, jumping across the screen one, we are going to go through showcase. And for anyone who doesn't know how this works, like I said, we're going to the Discord here, and we have a Twitch showcase thread, which I only look at this showcase every month. So guys can post all month long. I do not look at it, so there's no like, oh, seeing that I'm bored of it or anything like that. It's fresh eyes every time. And I know my big ugly mug is in the corner of the screen blocking stuff. When we click on the images, it goes into the middle, and you can pretty much see everything. So we're going to start. We're going to go through. We have Glenn's Hobbies, Terminator Captain for my as yet unnamed chapter. Yeah, I do love that model. Like, as a model who makes up the commander of the new starter box set, he's just great. His sword is majestic. You know, I don't keep pieces. Well, I converted one of these up into Black Templars and I cut that hand and but I couldn't throw out that sword. I kept it for something because it's so beautiful. Your scheme is awesome. Your basing is incredible. Definitely deserves a name. I think you are definitely going to have to figure out what you want to call it. And let's start a poll or something on what we want to call these particular guys. Something awesome. But yeah, good start. Revenant made this for make a long challenge for another YouTube channel. Juan, the Yarn Arctic of the Scarlet, anyone else who knows the related things. It took me about 3 weeks all told. The challenge was to take a picture that made you think of spring and then use the colors from it in a crafted project. You had to use at least 4 colors. You must use some kind of fiber. So you added some fiber to the base of a mini you could enter, but the prize is yarn. So the second prize. Okay. That's really cool. So I see a nice mountain, snow topped. I see ocean, and I see sky. I see clouds. I see a flower field of flowers. Hopefully I got all that right. I think it's amazing. You can definitely see all the work put in. How you know, like, some of the things I just don't understand how you do it. Like you'll be going along here with red, and then you'll be like, okay, it's time to switch to white. How do you know? Like, it's just bananas. And they're not even wearing pajamas. Oh, there's your oh, of course. If I had have known that the inspiration picture, I pretty much nailed it, right? Am I the only one seeing eyes? No, I can see eyes. A little bit of it is like eyes and a Tweety bird's nose here. So it's like a little Tweety bird staring at you. Like an angry bird. I see that too. So that's definitely getting a super chat for 3 weeks worth of work. And I've got a super chat of flowers. So yeah. I feel judged by that mountain. Will you be doing more Death Guard videos of how to paint them easy? Yeah, I think I could do more Death Guard videos. I think I should do a Plague Zombie video. I think it was Keith last week, or last Tuesday, when I was like, what more do you need? And I was kind of being a little bit smart, because I was like, I showed you how to paint armor and goop and gore and everything in the other videos. And then he was like, zombie! And I was like, oh yeah. Fantastic. DBE in with the incredible Cornate scenery piece. What a beast. I love when people put in effort into models that you don't normally see a lot of effort put in. Does that make sense? Like, people's army specific scenery tends to get overlooked quite a lot, and it's just kind of rushed done at the end of a project. I know I'm guilty of doing that a few times. So to see someone actually stop and put a lot of time into the scenery, it's just so nice to see. So big kudos. Love that. The gold is incredible. I don't know how you did that goal, but I really like that. Oh, you. I have to do... Excuse me. 15 of these are going to get started this weekend / next week. 15 more of these guys. Shit. I cannot wait to see the 3 units of 6 of them on the table. Like, I think that's going to be quite terrifying. Very xenomorph, very alien-esque. Just awesome. It is still funny seeing my scheme used. We're like a big community of Tyranids now. And I love it. Love it. I think a video on a Plague Burst Crawler might do well, because that would show like armor and stuff, but that's not too big. It's not a bad shout. Oh yeah. 2 light mortar teams for my first platoon of British infantry. I do like the light mortars. I played it a lot against a Japanese army in bolt action, and their light mortars were terrifying. They could just feel so many of them. Fire for mortar, of course. What if I applied myself for 60 hours on one model? You would end up with a Helldrake. That is incredible. Like, I hope you're proud of the final result. Like, the 60 hours I think was worth it for that. It's definitely one of those, like, showstopper pieces. Like, if you went to a tournament, you could take that model out of your army and put that into the painting competition and do quite well, I think. Like, that's definitely a super chat for that. Like, paintbrush super chat. It's incredible. You should be incredibly proud. Like, even the idea of the using the epic models to make it seem like higher was just so clever. I love it. Big kudos. Desolate 7 had pretty much 0 hobby time due to work, but managed to get Grim finished. Not what you want to see on the other line of scrimmage. He is going to knock your block off. Quite literally. That's got to be one of the most terrifying things to see in Blood Bowl. Is a Slayer. It's like, oh no. Can that troll charge me instead of the Slayer, please? I would prefer that. Ugh. That's the shocked face I make. Realize that I'm lined up against him. DBE coming in again with his awesome scheme done on a Forge feed. Excuse me. Is this build illegal for Forge fiends in Emperor's Children? Are they not allowed to have the triple plasma anymore and have to have the alternate head? Did someone say that to me? Is that a thing? Your red is so vibrant and awesome. It's so stand out. The pale skin against it's really nice as well. I like the plasma. I'm here for it. It's a very distinctive scheme, and I like distinctive schemes. Axolon, a ginger warhorse for a friend. That looks like something out of My Little Pony. The blue hair and the orange skin. Interesting. If you come back and tell me it is because of My Little Pony, then I'm deleting this. Goddamn bronies. It's very well done. Revenant in with more awesome crocheting. Finished a blanket for charity for a sick kid. What is this? A blanket for ants? It's a tea cozy. I'm only joking. I have no sense of scale, so it doesn't look that big to me. Boggy Creek is a summer camp that has doctors and nurses volunteer their time so children with chronic medical problems get to experience summer camp. That's amazing. Each kid gets to pick out and keep a handmade blanket for the week and take home as a souvenir. That is incredible. Give me a super chat and something awesome. This. What do you mean? You can't react with a super chat with the same emote? Ah, I was giving you the like big muscly arm like flexing, but I'm not allowed. So we'll go for a super chat. You get a trophy. You deserve one. You deserve one. Can't take Forge Fiends, only Mauler Fiends. That's so stupid. What? Heimlich Kammler. What's this chap doing here? And where's his trusty bodyguard? What a model. Love it. Love to see all models come to life. Where's Krell, right? Heimlich Kammler is a named what's the necromancer for old vampire counts and stuff. Obviously he was a very, very powerful necromancer, could raise and keep whole armies. And in an old crypt he found a dead chaos warrior. So he raised him from the dead, and he like marches to war alongside and acts as a bodyguard for Heimlich Kammler. So that's pretty cool. Commander Fred Jones has joined the fight against the Empire. It is Mystery Machine. Oh no. What have you done? Why is it a Mystery Machine? Laura got me this kit a long time ago. I need to get my thumb out and get it done. And you're watching House. Typical. That's so good. It's such a good kit. Unbelievable. Very much respect. Such a cool kit. Trader Guard? Question mark? Impossible. eBay failed me. Why did eBay fail you? Oh, for finding Cal. Yeah. I only own the resin Cal. It's horrible. The old Finecast one. I own that somewhere and it's atrocious. I think I have a metal Heimlich Kammler though. Mr. Shouty. Yes. Such a great model. Love him. Mark 2 with your 8K paints in the background. What do we know? 8K. It's a thing, man. He did a great job on him. He's on the correct shaped base as well, so big thumbs up for me for that. He did a great job on the Zinchian feather for the scroll work, and obviously his big gnarly mouth is incredible. I love it. Nailed it! Oh, excuse me again. Okay, we have some awesome Trench Crusade miniatures. Look how messed up they are. They're just terrifying. I'm still in the process of printing them out. I've got 2 gangs left to print out, and then the whole collection is done. But they're just gnarly. Is Trench Crusade played on a 3x3 or a 4x4 table? Like, can you do a decent 3x3 table and play games on it? Or is that kind of like below what you would normally use? Super Saiyan Bardock from Dragonboard. That's some really nice like shading and shadowing there. Both on his face. He looks like a cartoon sketch. I'm really digging that style. I never know where not to paint. It's one of the things I'm just not that great. Is it a 3x3? I'm building a 3x3 table. Someone on my estate is like getting their attic converted, and there's a big sheet of polystyrene sat in their like front garden for the last. I keep walking by it and being like, I could redo with 3 foot by 3 foot of that right now. Big kudos on that. He's just so grim. I'm a little trench man, and I'm doing great. I've got my water canteen and my rifle. Let me just turn the corner and see. Oh, for fudge's sake. What am I supposed to do against that? Nope. Nope. I love these DBZ models by Tenuron. Dragon Ball Z. Hair color is so nice. Yeah, he nailed it. Oh, look at the creepy they are. That's so good. And so terrifying. Oh, yes. The chin showing off that he performed quite well at Salute. And he actually managed to get silver for squad for something. Did he say what it was for? No. No, of course not. But anyway, this particular little diorama, the 3 Roman soldiers, he got him silver. See that they are quite nice. So he knocked these guys out in about, I don't know, like 3 or 4 hours the night before. I'm not trying to skip them, I'll get back to them. He spent weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on this guy and got nowhere. And then did these guys in a couple hours and they won silver. So as per usual, he's annoyed and hates everything. He's also showing off some of his very sexy Ultramarines for the Heresy. He's just so irritatingly talented. He needs to just feck off. Look at the work he did. Hold on, I'm trying to find a better picture of that. Look at the shield. For anyone wondering, he free-handed that shield. Thank you very much. Not painting somewhere pretty much happens by gut feeling. I like it. Currently painting Hemen minis as a kind of comic style. Pretty surprised by the quite nice historical unit, I think. Yeah, well deserved. Yeah, it's just unreal. So I'll go for a super chat with this, with the googly eyes, and then we'll add a reaction here of like a thumbs down just to annoy him or something. Like, is that it, or the yawn face? Yawn, there we go, just to annoy him. Right. She's also terrifying. Big holy bombs as she floats down the trench. Just a big fat nope. How do you fight in that war zone? This Roman is unreally good, right? Yeah, you're change the so for 2. The tune just paints too well. Like, he's not on. Like, he needs to cop onto himself. Like, this is insane. Great job, blown away. Look at these. It's torn its own head off and it's still marching to war. No. Love it. Last pick, I promise. Aw. Grack and Crumbleberry finished. One benefit of a washed out Friday. Yes. Look at him. Forget the ogre. He's great. But look at little halfling having a great time. Think about how brave you have to be a halfling in Blood Bowl. To march out onto that pitch and run at a slayer, for instance. Like, oh, there's a reason you're allowed to have more of these on your team than other things, because so many of them bloody die. Unbelievable. Love it. Steve TS, it's been a blue theme this month. Late March from a Crag, I'll go with, yeah. The original Gravis Armor boy from the original starter box set. Pretty stunning job on it, to be honest. Cream insert on a cape is really well done. Sword is really nice. Yeah, looking crisp. Very clean, very crisp. Nice red. Even all the individual edge highlights on the different links for the bolt rifle, the bolt storm gauntlet is insane. Free-handed yellow. Oh, just stop. It's too nice. Someday I will do the transfers for all my Ultramarines, but it is not today. Oh, you should go back and do it. It's gonna look so good. Here's a poor plague zombie for the Death Guard. His hazmat suit has, of course, failed him, and he has caught a little bit of a cold or something. Yeah. Some men will literally tear their heads off instead of going to therapy. Yeah. You mean angry sickle boy? Speaking of spending way too much time on minis that don't usually get it, yeah. Is that a gimp suit? No, it's not a gimp suit. It's a gas mask. It's a hazmat suit. Finally got back into the hotel. Nice. Wasn't he carrying a sickle in that hand? I like it. Very cool. Is it the Modifius guys doing those again? I like it. Desolate 7, back to Dreadfleet, the Swordfish, which aesthetically was my favorite ship from the box set because it just looked like a pirate ship. Because it was a pirate ship and it was just beautiful. And I can't remember what her name was who captained this, but she had a cool story as well. The Swordfish. In Enclave power armor? Yes. But I have to get back to my presentation. Have you guys an awesome rest of the showcase. Thank you very much, Mr. Tenuron. I hope you are doing very well. Look at it. So much work into something so small. Once again, you need like a euro coin or a pound coin stood next to that so people can understand how small it is. Because it's real small. It's like the size of your thumb. Yes. Yeah. Oh, the music. The music. Time for wave 2. Nailed it. Very cool. I'm loving seeing some more Trench Crusade stuff. Another Poxwalker. He's managed to keep his shoe. He's doing well. Like it. I like the Poxwalkers. I've got about 6,000 of them to paint myself, so every time I see one I'm getting like a future flashback of something I'm going to have to do. Oh, it's so many. Oh god, no. It's going to be cool though. I don't know whether I've told you guys, but I plan on cheating with my Death Guard army when it comes to Poxwalkers. And I don't give a flying monkeys who thinks otherwise. Because I've always liked the idea of a Death Guard and like the Poxwalkers are like forming up around him. Like they sense his power or whatever. So I want like squads of 20 Poxwalkers and the champion is a Death Guard. So one standard Death Guard Marine trundling forward as like the pack master of a squad of zombies. Like I said, the first time I ever read Zombies in 40k was Cadian Blood, and that's what happened. They opened a door, and there was just loads and loads of zombies marching down a corridor, like hundreds of them. It was like one of those crazy 40k kind of corridors, like half a mile wide or whatever. But then literally as they were marching, they started to pick out the Death Guard in amongst them, like the Whisperers in Walking Dead. It was so cool. So I've always wanted to do that. Last one for the long weekend, the Curse of Xandri was a very cool Tomb Kings-esque ship with a giant crystal pyramid. It shot laser beams at people. It was pretty terrifying. And all these are the oars from the millions of people rowing inside of it. I don't remember much about that ship's special rules or how it worked. Obviously you could ignore the wind because it had, say, oars. I think it was a laser cannon at the top, but I can't remember much else. But it's very cool. The original Ionis Cryptoborn model done for my Stormcast army. Yeah. Good old Vlad. So cool. Still have to paint my one up. Love them. I love the color scheme as well, by the way. That turquoise or teal armor with the bone and the pink handles. It really works. I really like that. Ah, and I'll put Poxwalker 3 in here too. Yes. They're just so gross and awesome. Also, the movies were good. Sinners was a must-see. Was not expecting it to be a... Hey, don't say anything like that. That's a spoiler. Don't read that. Stop. Don't say stuff. Hey, you've ruined it on me. I didn't know that. He has like little pirate pants on. I do like that. When Kratos finally falls, right? Big flamer. Trench warfare with flamers should be illegal. Like, it's just, well, it is now, but you know what I mean? Like, this is terrifying. Sir, yes, sir. Is that 8-foot tall, half-skinned man carrying a flamethrower? Yes, I'm going home. I don't want any part of that. See, what I want to do is I want to have a cabinet at some stage which just has all of the Trench Crusade models on it and like treat it like a board game. Like, people don't need to have their own if they want to come and try it out with me. They just walk into my room and go, which team do you want to try? Here's a little 3x3 board. Let's play a game. Yeah. Last night's hobby hangout mini, Lord Brock. He's quite cool. I'll give him the thumbs up. Once again, this is a Blood Bowl model. This guy's like 8 feet tall, like crazed warrior of chaos, head to toe armor. Look at the steel toe cap boots. And then on the other side is a halfling. Like, definitely the bravest creatures in all of the old world. Majestic. Terminator Squad finished. That'll go well with the character you did. I'm digging them. Big kudos on them. Yeah. Maybe necessary, buddy. We spoiled that on Tuesday's stream, to be fair. Well, I didn't see it. April Slay the Grey progress. Slow progress, but better than no progress. It's very true. Especially with Shatterpoint models. They're just a lot of work. They're big. There's lots of detail. What a collection, though. I love that droid. He's having a great time. Quite a lot of models, actually. There's a thin line between bravery and stupidity, and that line is a smear of halfling after a Blood Bowl game. It's true. Been painting epic scale Napoleonics, British line infantry, Brunswick line infantry, and an officer, Belgian Jaegers, foot artillery, and an officer, and Wellington. All right, let's see. Some line infantry. I like it. Oh, look at Wellington. Look at him. He's looking great. He looks so good. He's so little. What a guy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at them. Jesus Christ. It's so many models. Who was this? It wasn't even Dorman. It was... Jesus. That's just insanity. That looks incredible. Oh, you're getting a super chat for that. I love it. And you get a dancing kitty, because if I was you, I'd be a dancing kitty with all that many models done. Jesus Christ. They're incredible. Some more Blood Bowl Rados. You would be a halfling standing across the field from this. They have colanders for helmets, like, seriously. Plutonium, good evening, good evening, good evening. I really like the skin work on this. Once again, I get a little bit jealous of the people knowing where not to paint. It's a skill I'm slowly but surely learning, but it's a long road. I still go back and look at Medusa's Keeper of Secrets she did. Just for that, the where she didn't paint more than where she did paint, and how do they know? Waves enthusiastically. Can't go wrong with more poxwalkers. I mean, you're right. When you're right, you're right. Did you know there's an additional set of 6 poxwalkers that were out that you can no longer get anymore? Just so you know. Bare necessity with some savage photography. Yeah, these are the build ones, yeah. I'm sad I missed them. I want to paint them too. I might have a spare sprue of them. Like I said, I was digging through and finding my sprues of Death Guard earlier. I'll have a root around. Remind me on Tuesday in case I've forgotten between now and then to see if I have a spare sprue of them for you. You're doing such a good job. I think you deserve the extra ones. Once again, these are just so nice. So cool. Get a super chat with a lightning bolt for the. Oh, I was getting in trouble trying to do the same emote twice. Have a dragon. Oh, how did I do that? Must have had a scab on my leg, which I just poked out, and now I'm pissing blood everywhere. Nice. That was not part of the plan. Anyway, since when have Tyranids invaded Skyrim? Oh, they're there. Clearly haven't seen the Oblivion remake. They're there. Always. Obviously. The little oxygen tank is now my favorite thing. Yeah. Oh, what a clean looking Death Guard as well. Oh my god. Lots of respect for that. That's me. Yes. Stephen TS is indeed. Yeah. I wish everyone had the same name on both, but they don't. With my problem with names, it's really bad. Like, when we ever do decide to do Mediocre Hobby Con, we'll do a Mediocre Con at some stage. One of these days it'll happen. But you'll have name badges, but your name badge will be Kabrinsky and Desolate 7. I don't want to know your real names, because I'll never remember them, okay? I don't want to know. Creek, the Verminator, Rust Gouger. He's a chunky boy. He is a chunky boy, Jesus Christ. Where's his head? Oh, there it is. He is not a nice boy. I don't want to fight that. What if I was a halfling? My YouTube chat has my real name. See what I mean? That's 3 different names I gotta know you by. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Finally managed to get a color scheme for the Union of Dystopian Wars. I painted up a whole 1500 point Pipeworks fleet for a game. Last picture has Space Marine for scale. Yes. Look how cool they look. Great scheme. I love that color, navy blue kind of thing. It really works for a Union force, and then obviously for that kind of era. Look at the like zap cannons, and oh, it's so cool. Oh, they're awesome. Look how small they actually are. That's so good. Some of those ships are the size of a Space Marine's shoe. What a project. Painted up an island a friend printed for me. That's so cool. I love that color scheme. Oh my. They're friggin' gorgeous. Oh yes. So this is where I don't understand it. Why did you go to the struggle of free-handing the symbols when they're just transfers? Anyway. Great looking models. Great, just freaking nailed it. Still don't know why in that video that they'd done them as orange and black, but best Marines, well, let's not go that far, right? They're really good Marines, and we'll just leave it at that. They're nearly the right color to be the best Marines. Like, they tried, but they missed their arms and legs and their heads, so they're working their way there, though. My fourth Canoness with... Why do you have 4 Canonesses with jump pack? Why is that a thing? That's so good. Big kudos for that. I really do need to like cop on when I'm doing projects like that and try and actually like if I'm doing a jump guy, let's look and see what things there is for me to print to make him stand out a little bit more and stuff like that. This lad is complete. Triangles and all. Oh yes. Looking clean. Looks so good. I found another one of them in box, like complete. So I have to do the other version of it now. Because I've got a Necro Sphinx now. I just need to do a... What's the other one called? A Sphinx and a... damn it. But you nailed it. Looks amazing. Big nose in your background now. What else you got going on there, buddy? Working on the zombie dragon. I like it. Oh, hey, I watched your raptor video yesterday at work. Nice! What did you think? I really like how he turned out. Corner to corner blanket done up with big twist value varsity navy blue and loops and threads in black ivy, white, red, grey and purple. This one took me once off and on. Ah, it looks cozy. I want to sleep on that. It's kind of trippy as well. Why is it doing that to my eyes? I like it. I like it a lot. Nice job. Got mad skills. Chaos Space Marine Legionaries from the Combat Patrol magazine. Nice. I mean, what's with the green bases? Need to sort that out. Bit of texture paste. Pick a color. Be awesome. Stop doing that to yourself. Falling down the old green base route. We can stop this right now. Dark Apostle with Dark Disciples from the Combat Patrol magazine. Looking cool. This guy was freaking me out with his like face grill. Like does he know what's going on around him or not? So intense. Mr. Sinclair. Ah, you're making me feel bad because I never painted my one fully. Ugh. We need to get on that. Look at them looking swish. Look at all these cool dwarf characters. I love the blue and yellow. Ugh. That worked so well. Yeah, big kudos. Yeah, loving that. Insert running baked bean joke here. You're hilarious. You should be a stand-up comedian. Sanguinius manages to do a lovely little ultramarine. Mr. Titus got done up. I think he said it was the first ultramarine he's ever painted. my baked bean bases look good sometimes. I love it. So crisp, yeah. And then he did a steam tank. See, here's an example, right? He's coming on that trip to Warhammer World with the boys. Obviously, he's one of the boys. So here he is doing something, Titus. Here he is taking a picture of a steam tank with the orc army that he's supposed to be painting for the trip. Sat there in grey on the shelf behind him. So he's... now he's showing off an orc he did. With the mountains of grey he needs to be doing that's behind him. We're going in a couple of weeks, by the way. So he does an unbelievable job, but he's just very slow. Very slow. And I know he's in the chat, but you're so slow. Stop distracting yourself with other things. You don't have time. But incredible job. That's another Boogie Creek blanket made for some of the scrap yarn from spring. The blanket is 101 centimeters by 100 centimeters. Sorry, no banana for scale. Then I couldn't possibly believe you. Wait, do I have to be subbed on YouTube to be a member of on YouTube to get into the Discord? You have to either be signed up to a Patreon, be a channel member, that's the paid membership on YouTube, and then or a subscribe, pay for the subscribe thingy on Twitch. So anyone that supports Mediocre Hobbies gets access to the Discord. Is it true you can't play with unpainted toys in Warhammer builds? Oh, you can, but not on this trip. We don't go over with unpainted models. That's not what we did. So if anyone comes over with unpainted models, they won't be allowed to play with them. Yeah, but no, there's no rules in Warhammer Worlds. You can come over whatever the hell you want. I do. There is like a certain amount of I really like using offcuts and scrap and stuff like that. Like gifted a tier 1 sub to. Now there you go. You're in the Discord. Keith gifted 5 tier 1 subs. That's 132 gifts to the channel. You absolute madman. Thank you so much. You're, of course, very, very kind. And some more beautiful Death Guard done in the white livery. Looking good. This is an example of one that I would have liked to have seen these guys taken a photograph of with not a white backdrop. You know what I mean? Just a black cloth or something behind them. I think they would jump out at me a hell of a lot more and I would see them better. He looks so good. Stunning. Stunning. White Wolf gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Total of 373 to the channel. We have managed to hit a level 3 hype train get. That's what we like to see, people. Right at the end of a stream, people are starting to sub like crazy. Thank you, White Wolf. I didn't think you had any money after Warhammer World. Lol. Oh, that's the end. There is no more. Look at me remembering to put the X's in. There you go. Now I shan't forget. Story time or live scene. And get rid of this. What have I missed on YouTube? Has Laura been keeping everybody up to date? I hope so. I hope so. Can I recruit them for my Tyranids? Aren't you sure? Would be a good model to try streaking grime. True! Flamethrowers are illegal in warfare. They are. Does anybody have any good tips to make blood for basing Warhammer 40k bases? Wait, what? There's an AK bloody ground. It's nearly 1,000 infantry. Jesus Christ. Awesome work, everyone. Thanks for sharing. Inspiring showcases always. Yes, it was really cool. Right click my name and send whisper cat message. Yes. The Dystopian Wars minis. All. Yeah, I know. I wish I could find the Dystopian War mini that I'm talking about. The one that I want to paint Like, I still don't understand what happened with its Dystopian Wars. Did it go away and they started again with all new models? Or did somebody take over and the old models exist again? Or, like, you know what I mean? I don't know how it works. To go back to your beloved halflings, it's my biggest disappointment in the old world that Empire doesn't have them. Yeah, I know. They didn't really have them. So here's an example of the thing that I really like from Dystopian Wars. So they have big epic war robots like Pacific Rim, and when you buy one, at least back in the day, I don't know how it works anymore, they were resin kits, you got two models. One was a full complete head to toe model, and then one was if they stepped off the islands into the ocean to like fight in the naval game, they had one that had water around them. You see them trailing water and like creating like ripples in the surf as they march forward. That's just so cool. These poor ships. Here's another example. Look at them. Look how cool they are. Took over like 2.5 years ago and made a new game. Yes, but did they scrap all, like, did they take like the name and the trademark and stuff like that and then got rid of all the old models, or are they just slowly updating some of the older models? New edition in summer/autumn, adjusting the rules and working with armored clash. Alright, that's because halflings are going to get their own army one day. Those robots are mostly plastic kits with added resin parts. Nice. They are for the Imperium faction, the correct choice. They replaced most models. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Because like, even though those robots are amazing, they're not the one that's in my head that I saw before. Yes, it is a worse Sphinx. Thank you so much. Only managed to get Codex and Combo Patrol for Death Guard. Sadly, couldn't get the Battleforce. 'Tis a shame. It was a really nice box set. Yeah, when me and Tim started getting into it, everything was resin or metal, I think. Oh, we got a hype chest. Just got an emote for Laura. That's what she's like when she's not out talking about trains. Thanks for all the stream. Early start tomorrow. Have a good weekend. Thank you very much, Desolate7. Very kind for sticking around. I hope you have a very quick, basically a quick Friday, and you get to enjoy your long weekend if you do have a long weekend. My boy, my beautiful boy. Painting up some Iron Hands while waiting for my pre-orders to arrive. I just joined. Yeah, sorry, we stream 8 to 10 Irish time every single Tuesday and Thursday. And we will add in a third date whenever we do hit partnership thingy-majiggeroo. So more people have to watch on Twitch every single week, or else you'll never get there. I seriously think GW should limit the amount of Battleforce boxes to one per delivery address to heavily hinder scalpers. I know that's a very possible, working on some mail order IT myself. Yeah, I just don't think they make enough of them. I don't think they can make enough of them. Like, I still remember working there and they talked about the launch box for the last edition of 40k was the Dominion box set. And they were like, if they run out, they run out, guys. But like, we made as many as we possibly could. There's no more room in the warehouse to store more if we made more. Like, none. So we made as many as is humanly possible to make. And if that's not enough, that's nothing they can do about it. So, yeah. What is the green paint? It's just Plague Bear flesh so far. I was just putting on base coats before the showcase stream. So I did the skin, the black, the green. Very early days on getting this guy painted. Sure, I only built him yesterday, the day before. There's a Death Guard tutorial like in the description with the recipe. Yes. And scalpers usually can't provide proof of owning a business. Do you also have a mythic blight crawler to do? Yes. And many, many. I've got, I think about 10 of these things because I've got, not 10, maybe 3 or 4 more of the ones from the old starter set. And then I have 3 of the big tanks, 3 of the little tanks, like 15 Terminators, 6 of the other Terminators, about 50 power armor dudes, and about 100 zombies, plus all the characters. Primark. 3 rhinos with actual Forge World Death Guard doors and everything. So it should be quite a nice, large, aggressive army when it's done. Whenever it's bloody done. I've decided what I'm going to do because it's all over the place with me. I always get distracted with going too big. So I'm actually just going to complete this box set first. Like, even though I have loads of older stuff, this box set, once this whole box set is done, then I'll start adding other things. I think that's a cool way of getting a nice little force together. Vehicles are always nice to see in a video. Yeah, can definitely be something we look at for sure. Like I said, we do have the Mythic Blight Hauler will give you everything you need to know about painting tanks, but it's a lot smaller, so I could do that in a day, knock that as a simple Death Guard painting tanks video. Painting a Blight Hauler, I think that would be really cool. Yeah. Oh yes. I posted up my Coronate dude that I did on Instagram yesterday, and Mini Wargaming Dave liked it, so that's kind of all I need for affirmation for the week. A Leaper blood effect in general, nice. I feel like Scalp, yes. I think Scalper issue has gotten better as well. I felt that too. It was horrible the past 2 or 3 years. Yeah, it was really bad. I tried multiple third-party retailers, and also, like, people are just bad in general. I still remember the box set which had the new Castle and Crow in it. And I obviously was managing the store, and I really wanted the box set. And I had a rule as the manager, which was for limited products, staff could buy them after, like, let's say we opened at 10. At 12 o'clock, we could sell them. Like, you could buy one if you wanted to. So it means if you queued up or came in early, you're going to get it before staff, because I think that's fair. Customers should always get first choice. But I remember I got 6 of those box sets in, and everybody wanted one. And there was a queue outside the door. And there was 6 people in the queue, like 6 groups of people. And I was like, okay, perfect. At least I have enough boxes for everyone in the queue. And then the guy came in, like one of the first guys came in with his girlfriend, and he had 2. And I was like, sorry, it's 1 per customer. And then he just handed one to her. I was like, no, one's for her. And I was like, you're absolutely lying. Like, everybody knows you're lying, but I can't tell you you're lying. And it was just so shitty, because that meant that the guy at the bottom of the queue doesn't go home with one now. He came in early, he queued up outside, and that greedy muff at the start ruined it for that guy. It was horrible. Third-party retailers, also GW itself for the GW Battleforce. I can't confirm that they managed to improve the situation for actual hobbyists. Yeah, I always go, if you can't get it from the pre-orders, you contact an independent stockist, because they have Or you go into the Games Workshop on the release day because they'll have a different stock. Remember, every single product made for a Games Workshop, like they'll make X, let's say 100,000 of them, and then that 100,000 gets divided into 3. I'm not saying equally 3, not 33,000 per group, but they're divided. X amount goes to the website, X amount goes to Games Workshop stores, and then X amount goes on to independent stockists. So the ones that sell out at 9 o'clock when they go pre-orders go up is just the online ones. There's still a third of the stock in stores and a third of the stock in independents, so that's where you need to go next for them. So when these are actually released, which is this Saturday, they're on shelves. No, they're on shelves the Saturday after. Like if you go into independent stockists, they should be on the shelves that day. Often the smallest stores have stock longest. Our local bookshop doesn't sell out nearly as fast. It's true, but they're also not allowed to get as many copies. Like Element Games can ask for 200 copies of the box set. Like a small independent stockist can only ask for like 2 or 3, or you know what I mean. Just an idea. Independents sometimes don't work because they can also do pre-orders. They'll figure out how many they're going to get, and then they'll have sold out before the day as well. But they don't do that for Games Workshop stores or Warhammer stores. So if you're at the door at open on the Saturday that these box sets are on the shelf, you'll walk in and there should be one on the shelf. Like, so just an idea. Okay, there's 30 kind people still sitting in Twitch, which we are going to use. Elm will also do a discount. Not all local dudes. True. I have an Element Games link. You can check that out. Okay, save yourself a little bit of money. Get a kickback for the old store, the old channel. Let us find somebody to raid. Let us search. Let us search. Let me go back out of this and try the other chat. Where's the Warhammer chat gone? Is the Warhammer chat gone? What the hell? No. There we go. There's no people on this right now. Working on a giveaway, Custodes Grove. AOS Lord of Pain painting. This guy looks like he's doing. I think we've rated him before. Yeah. Bale Fireforged, a very talented person worth having a look at. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully next week for more streams on Hobbies. You could send us YouTube folk there. Where's the yeah, hold on. Slash. So this is who we're going to be rating there, but I can also just take this and put that here. So this is where we're going on YouTube, so if you want to jump across as well. So we're going here. And yeah, you're all awesome. Thank you very much for joining us and spending your Thursday evening with us as we talk nonsense and go through a showcase and paint a little bit of Death Guard and have a good time. So I hope you all have a good time, a good weekend, get some hobby painted, enjoy the nice weather if you have any, and I will see you on Tuesday for more streams. So all YouTube people can click on that link now, and all Twitch people will raid using this.